problem-solving skills. What they say is called. So your social Dangote is solving problem of cement, sorry of sugar, some of Tesla. The Facebook is solving Mark Zuckerberg of social media. The chair has seen that somebody solved the problem. The shoe, your clothes. So you say, okay, what am I supposed to do right now? How do I add value to people? And everything. Number two is leadership skill. Everybody can learn this skill. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Ability to work with people. Number three, people management skill. Number four, emotional intelligence skill, self-awareness skill. These are the This is a skill you need to be empty and a glow. It is an advantage to community, the entrepreneurs community, of course, a business family. Tell your neighbor, business family. The family you create sincerely is more important than the one you came out from. So this one, you have the choice to choose to be your husband or your wife, your children, how many you want to have, the kind of people you would like to work with. So this relationship is called a significant relationship, or we call it a transformational relationship, where your life gets transformed because you connect with people at a higher frequency of thoughts, of value creation, and then you also improve the lives of other people. So it's a relationship that has to do with transformation. We call it. So there are two factors embedded in everybody. Everybody, we have the positive. There are two factors embedded in everybody. Everybody, we have the positive and negative. So we always encourage us to focus on the positive and ignore the negative. We have the winner and the loser. Focus on the winner and ignore the loser. Tell no, ignore. Ignore the loser, ignore the negative. So the positive factors you need to focus on improving is your faith. And faith coming by hearing and hearing the word of God. So the things we hear will eventually determine your success in life. If you keep hearing negative things, your life will be a product of those things you hear. If you keep hearing negative, positive things, your life will be a sum of product of the positive things you hear. So you have to actually ignore those negative factors embedded in you. So the positive factor that you need to focus on, please, my charger, thank you so much. The positive factor you need to focus on is faith, of course, courage, vitality, fidelity, of course, commitment, determination. Right? They are the factors you need to focus on. Factors you need to ignore. The negative factors and the losing factors, they are the fear, doubt, anger, bitterness, resentment, hatred. So you are the most important factor. Tell your neighbor, you are the most important factor. So since you are the most important factor, we have been talking about you for the past 2 years now, how you can become the ultimate version of yourself. Because we know once you improve, everything will improve. Once you become better, everything will become better. Once you grow, everything will grow. And the problem is not around you. God cannot give you anything you cannot manage. So you have to be able to grow your competence in personal development, financial management, financial literacy, wealth education for you to get. Even if God gives you everything you ask for, the other person that can manage you eventually lose it. So you are the most important factor. So today we'll talk about a new course. A new course for it is called financial turnaround. The course is financial turnaround. So today is part 2. Financial turnaround. So today is part 1 of this course, part 1. So, and we have the subtopic here which says 7 steps to move from pit of poverty to the pinnacle of prosperity. 7 steps. 7 steps to move from pit of poverty to the pinnacle of prosperity. Okay, so this outline is plenty anyway. There are about 10 outlines. So I'll give the 7 steps. And the fact is that you may be born naked, but you are not born empty. You may be struggling right now, but it's part of the process. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of the process. But you don't understand, you quit. Quitters never win. Winners never quit. If you quit, you lose the chance of even succeeding in life. But if you persistently persevere on anything, you eventually succeed in life. So success was not meant to be easy. Life was not meant to be easy. You are actually meant to be stronger. We have outlines that we need to cover in this course. The first one is context for the concept. Context for the concept. So that is the first outline. We'll discuss that. The next outline we'll discuss, don't sell your songs. Don't sell your ideas. Don't sell your ideas. Don't sell your sons. Number 3, we're discussing about from the pit to the pinnacle. From pit to pinnacle. Okay? To the pinnacle. So, okay. So, Which causes him look inward. So the first thing for anyone to solve his problem is to look inward. Because all the things that God will do for you is already embedded in you as a raw material. So recognizing your seed potentials. Recognition of seed potentials. Recognition of seed potentials. Yeah. When? Today. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. So 6. Borrowed vessels. Relationship currency or relational currency. So, and number 7, we have here not a few, think big. Not a few. Okay? Think big. Comma. On the limit. On the limit. Okay? Number 8, shut the door and pour. Shut the door and pour. Okay? And then sell the oil. Sell the oil. The last one, pay your debt, leave the rest. Pay your debt. Leave off the rest. Okay. So it's a whole lot, but we just have to cover the whole 10 outlines. So it's actually a system and a strategy, because when you don't have enough energy, you surely definitely need a strategy. When your energy can fail you, when you are not too sure of your strength, the army is actually much, the problems are much, the challenges are much, the financial demands are much. You surely need strategy. Strategy and planning, God will never give you anything as an answer without a strategy and a plan. So God planned for everything. God strategized, because God knows that He must put systems and structures for duplication, for dominion, for multiplication. So the only way God puts systems and structure is that He thought about it before He starts, because the thought behind the action is more important than the action. The knowledge behind the action is more important than the action. So this is a story, because I don't talk to employees, I talk to entrepreneurs, I talk to business owners, I talk to investors, because I believe that we are all business people. Anything you do that you cannot transact, you don't know how to do transaction, you are going to waste all your resources, and you will always be complaining that you don't have enough resources. But we don't have limited resources. We have limited resourceful men. If you are resourceful, you will manage your resources. If you are not resourceful, you will squander, sabotage, complain, blame, and abuse the resources you have. But if you are actually taught, because we are created in the image of God, image is natural, and likeness of God comes through training and teaching and mentorship. So I know that finally that we can actually succeed if you look inward. There are giftings, there are talents that you need to actually discover to help you facilitate your success in life. If you are ready for today's class, you've written all this on your notes. Shall I? You have not written it yet. Shall wait for me? Are you kidding me? You have a few seconds to write it down, because I don't want you to miss any of these outlines. Because some of you are already in the pit already. Some of you are coming out of pit. Some of you are in the pinnacle of prosperity. So we have to discuss so that you don't ever go there again. Never again. So God can never pick somebody from the pit to the pinnacle without a process. So I'm going to run you on the 7th process. God cannot pick the children of Egypt to the promised land without wilderness. The wilderness was not to kill them. The wilderness was not to destroy them. The wilderness was to make them stronger to fight the Amorite, the Jebusite, or the Site in the Canaan, of course, in the promised land. So if you are not strong, you will not withstand when you get to the top. Some low mindset or weak mind always think that when I have more money, I will not have problem again. It's a lie. More money, more problem. But when you are at the top, you become the topic. When you are the pinnacle of your life, everybody throws stones at you. It's only a mango that ripes that collects stone. It will never ripe, collect stone. Nobody stone mango that is not ripe. Nobody cares about pear that is not It's time. So, so that is why most of you, like the kind of challenge you are having right now, you are at the verge of your breakthrough. So you don't have to quit, because quitting doesn't give you a chance to succeed. So you have to persevere. You have to be consistent. You have to show up, show with your shoulder high. So now you are finished writing this outline. You are ready for today's class. Shall I? Okay, I will not ask the other one, so I will not have to get to. So I want to start with the concept for the concept, and context for the concept. So I want context for the concept. So I want to take this from, I'm not a pastor anyway. Your church is enough. Touch yourself, say my church is enough. No, you're not saying as if you mean it. I say touch yourself, say my church is enough. Your church is enough. If you are not born again, please go to church. When you accept Christ as your personal Lord, so please come to us. We can help you make money here. But if you are not born again, you are here. It's difficult because to discern, because the spirit has not been regenerated yet. It's still dead, Body without spirit is dead. It's useless. So go to your church. When they finish with you come back to us. We can help you out. So, but I want to take this from, I like this so much. I like learning 2 Kings 4, 1-7. It was about the story about the widow and Elisha. This widow, the widow and Elisha, Prophet Elisha. So this story is where I'm going to take our lessons from, so that we can analyze it in business terms in the present economy. So he says something there. He said, now the wives of one of the sons of the prophet cried to Elisha, your servant, my husband, is dead. You know that your servants feared the Lord, but the creditors has come to take my 2 sons to be his slaves. Elisha said to her, what shall I do for you? Tell me, what have you in the house? She said, your servant has nothing in the house except a jar of oil. Then he said, go outside, borrow vessels from all your neighbors, empty vessels and not too few. Then go in, shut the door behind yourself and your sons, pour it into the vessels, and when one is filled, set it aside. So she went from him, shut the door behind herself and her sons, and she poured the oil. She poured the broth to the vessel to her. When the vessel were full, she said to her son, bring me another vessel. And he said to her, there is not another. Then the oil stopped flowing. She came and told the man of God, and he said, go sell the oil, pay your debt. You and your son can live on the rest. So let's write this down on your note. Write it down under context for the concept. The lessons is all about financial turnaround. Write it down. The lessons is all about financial turnaround. Full stop. The lessons I'm going to share with us, I'm going to give you several practical steps. Maybe today I can do 1 or 2 or 3, depending on how far we can go. The lessons in Genesis, in 2 Kings 4, 1-7, is all about financial turnaround. Full stop. It examines the story of a woman who went from a pit of poverty to the pinnacle of prosperity in 7 steps. I'm going to share with us. The lessons is all about financial turnaround. Full stop. It examines the story of a woman who went from the pit of poverty to the pinnacle of prosperity in 7 steps. So we discuss the 7 steps briefly, but before we go to 7 steps, I need to still lay some foundation. This examine the story of a woman, that's a widow, who went from a pit of poverty to the pinnacle of prosperity in 7 steps. And when I'm going to give the 7 steps, you see that most of you are already in step 4, some of you are already in step 5, some of you are already in step 6. Please don't quit. You just need 1 more steps. You don't know how close you are to your success. As an entrepreneur, you're a business person, you have been trying, you're working for salary, you're sick and tired of this salary because it's not solving your problem again. Salary of 300,000 in a month, 500,000 is not paying your bills, it's not meeting up. You're thinking, what should I do, God? But nobody taught you that the salary was not meant for you to live on your salary. Your salary was meant for you to save it and start a business, because until you create something, you can never be fulfilled in life. I said this, it examined the story of a woman who went from the pit of poverty to the pinnacle of prosperity in 7 steps. Are you with me? If you are with me, shall I? Aye. So, the story, write this down. The story is encrypted. Encrypted. The story is encrypted. The story is encrypted. The story is encrypted with secrets and strategy for financial deliverance. I did not talk about salvation deliverance here. I'm not go to church, accept salvation, come to us for financial deliverance, because when God wants to deliver a man, he increase your appetite for financial knowledge, wealth, education, financial literacy. You need to, because God can never do anything with you that is not going to sustain. So when you don't have appetite to learn about wealth education, it's difficult to sustain it. Because learning can deliver to you anything you desire. You want to have six packs, learning, exercise can give it to you. You want to be a doctor, learning can give it to you. Architect, lawyer, anything, carpenter, learning. Man capacity to learn is God's gift to man, but man willingness to learn is a man's choice. I said the story we are talking about is encrypted with secret and strategy for financial what? Deliverance. Financial what? Deliverance. The story is encrypted with secret and strategy. I'm going to give you 7 of them. 7 secret and strategy. Apply it in anything you are doing. I don't care. It works. It's always a long-term thing. God doesn't do short-term thing. His principle is yesterday, today, and forever. He's consistent God. That's why he's God. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. He's consistent. He created you in his image and likeness. He's supposed to be consistent. The moment you lose consistency, you lose focus. Your name is sorry. Satan is just the major way is to make a man lose focus, and you are done. It happened to Eve, he lose focus from what God and to Apple. Happened to Peter, he lose focus. Happened to Samson, lose focus. David, lose focus. Everything lose focus. Once you lose focus, you've lost it. So all the battle is to make you lose focus. So the secret, this story is encrypted with secret and strategy for your financial deliverance. Full stop. Write it down. Financial deliverance may start with a prayer. You can start with telling God, help me. Financial deliverance may start with a prayer, but it always ends with a plan. Financial deliverance may start with a prayer, but it always ends with a plan. Full stop. Financial deliverance may start with a prayer. God help me, but it will always end with a plan. It will always end the plan. I'm going to show you so many stories of everybody that actually pray, but it always ended with plan. It always ended with plan. The financial deliverance may start with a prayer, but it always ends with a plan. Full stop. That's why when we show a plan to you, 15 days of investing in yourself so you can be able to manage what is coming, you say no. Read this book so you can acquire knowledge that will help you sustain the journey, you say no. Okay, the thing that you need ideas, you need men. You know, last time I told you business is like giving birth to a child. Before you give birth to a child, the first thing first, you must conceive the idea. You must conceive as a mother. You must conceive. Conception in business comes from maybe you want to solve a problem for somebody, now discover there is a business around it, or you are partnering with somebody, or you are actually discussing with a friend. One way or the other, you conceive an idea of a business. When you conceive the idea of a business, the first thing first is that you must be ready to carry that child in your stomach for 9 months. 9 months. That 9 months means that you must be visiting a medical doctor for antenatal. They will give you appointment to appointment to appointment. The same thing with business. Once that business idea, you need to visit a professional. You need a mentor. Mentor. Attending trainings time to time, 15 days program time to time. So they can, some business, you give birth to them at 6 months, some 1 year, some 3 years, some 5 years. But in pregnancy is 9 months. 9 months. Before you give birth, there are so many things you will never do during that 9 months. They used to jump high jump. You cannot jump again before you abort the child. They used to carry heavy things. You cannot carry again. There are so many things to. They used to drink alcohol and smoke. You will not do it again because you are carrying a child. Yes or yes? The same thing when you have business. At that stage, you are conceiving the business, trying to make the business, give birth to the business to become a child. You know, there are so many places you will not go. There are so many parties you will not go. There are so many people you will not be hanging around. That it will stop so many habits, so that your business will not be aborted. Your business will not die untimely death. One of the things, 7 steps I'm going to share with you, because I want money to work for you. Money has no choice but to work for you. Say, money must work for me. Money must work for me. No, that one is begging for the church. Can touch yourself. Say, I'm a success. Touch yourself. Say, I'm a millionaire. So, as you are receiving a business idea, you need to visit mentors. You need people that have succeeded in the area of your interest. So, God, financial deliverance may start with a prayer, but always end with what? A plan. Full stop. Write it down. God answers prayer with plan and strategy. God answers prayers with plan and strategy. God answers prayers with plan and strategy. So many issues, so many stories. The Elijah double portion was a plan now. He said, Elijah, give me double portion. He said, when you see me, plan and strategy, you must follow. Everything we plan. Christ spent 30 years to invest on himself. Just manifest with 3 years with 12 disciples. So God always answers prayers with plan and what? Strategy. So when God brought you our way, it's not that he will be with us. Some people will not be with us forever. Some will be with us for 1 year, 2 years. But this time you are with us, you are supposed to learn ideas, learn business. Business, you need to learn it. You need to learn it. You learn carpentry, learn tailoring, learn electrical engineering, learn mechanical. You need to learn this thing. So it's not going to happen by magic. It's not going to happen by miracles. You need to learn. Tell no learn. Learning is superpower. Learning can deliver to you anything you desire. If I write to your note, learning can deliver to you anything you desire. Anything. You want to be a millionaire, you can learn. Carpenter, you can learn. Doctor, you can learn. Make 50 million in a month, you can learn. Learning can deliver to you anything you want. Anything. Anything. When somebody is dodging learning, the person is dodging his process. And he's looking for shortcut. Learning can deliver to you anything you desire. So listen to me, but don't write this one down. This widow was in debt because she was financially decapitated when she lost her husband. She borrowed money to buy liabilities and accumulate debt. So in our today's world, people are financially decapitated when they lost their jobs. They don't have a job. They're in the form of economic today. So today people are struggling. They have jobs that cannot pay their bills. They're in debt. There are jobs, there are businesses that are doing, they're already looking for money to expand the business. They're already borrowing to survive. Borrowing, write this down on your notes. Borrowing to buy liability is a formula for poverty. Borrowing to buy liabilities is a clear formula for poverty. Borrowing to buy liabilities is a clear formula for poverty. So why do you know liabilities? Things that don't put money in your pocket. How do you know assets? Things that appreciate in value and put money in your pocket. So when you buy things that don't put money in your pocket, you buy things like shoes, clothes that you're not using to make money, it's a liability. You borrow money to buy bones straight, your life is not straight, it's a liability. So you borrow money to eat 3 square meal, that 3 is not square, it's triangle, is a liability. You borrow money to do the things that doesn't put money in your pocket, is a liability. So borrowing money to buy liabilities is a clear formula for poverty. Because in today's world, we have a lot of buy now, pay later everywhere. Companies buy phone, pay later, buy shoe, pay later. So it's a clear formula to enslave you. A lot of nations are borrowing that are in poverty. A lot of companies are borrowing. A lot of individuals are borrowing. Please don't ever borrow to buy liabilities, because that's what brought the family into a captivity. They are now decapitated. So write this down on your notes. For God to move from pit to poverty, you don't need to depend on. For God to move you, for God to move you from the pit of poverty to the pinnacle of prosperity. For God to move you from the pit of poverty, to the pinnacle of prosperity. For God to move from pit of poverty to the pinnacle of prosperity, that you don't have to depend on anybody, NGOs, aids, churches, charity foundations, organizations. For God to move from pit of poverty to the pinnacle of prosperity, that you don't have to depend on NGOs, people's aids, church, charity foundation to survive on basic necessity. For God to move you, for God to move from pit of poverty to the pinnacle of prosperity, that you don't have to depend on anybody, you don't have to depend on NGOs, people, aids, church, charity foundations to survive on basic necessities. For God to move you from pit of poverty to the pinnacle of prosperity, that you don't have to depend on people, anyone, NGOs, churches, aids, charity or foundations to survive on basic necessities. You need to understand the 7 steps I'm going to mention. 7 steps. I'm going to give you the 7 steps. You need to understand 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 the 7 and apply them. You need to understand and apply them. So I'm actually doing this training for people that are depending on their jobs, depending on somebody to pay them. If they don't pay you, you don't pay bills. Really? So you are a creator. You are a creative being. You are supposed to create, because I keep telling people, money, there's something money is chasing. It's just like keep telling young people, please, if you're a young man, you are below 25, please, leave women alone. Go and chase money, because women follow money. And don't even follow money, follow value, chase value. Because money follows value. I know what I'm talking about. Because if you are less than 25, you are pursuing women, your name is sorry. This will you call women. Of course, they follow money, turn on money. And this money follows value, turn on value. So if you pursue value, money will come. Woman will follow you. You will come choose, make your choice. You never even chop belly food, you see the pursue woman. Use your youthful age, the pursue woman. Morning, night, the pursue woman. Abba, forget woman alone now. Go pursue waiting money, the pursue. I went to Anambra State to serve as a core member. So, my first week there, I met this kind of Navy guys that was talking. Immediately we came out from the camp, camp. So the Igbo man called me, saying, I went to him, he said, no, I sit down, make him tell me something, I'm going to get something. He now told me that in Anambra, you come here, are women fine, no? But are women too like money? So no pursue waiting, no pursue women, no pursue goods. Pursue waiting good, they chop. I said, okay, waiting. He said, pursue money. If you carry that thing, you can remember where you go the job, they go they follow you willingly. So if you carry money, our women go they follow you willingly. You come they make your choice. So right now, you need to increase your value. Turn of value. You need to think of how value in forms of product or services. So this thing I'm going to show you today is going to help you convert what do I have in forms of product services. Once you bring it in from services, money follows you, people follows you, everybody. If woman not follow you, people will follow you. Because success attract people. Tell us success attracts. Poverty repel. Gas go poor. All your friends will save you, will block your line. But poverty they carry come to that. When you're a beggar, you got doors closes. But when you are paying in front of you with value, doors open. Tell us doors open. So before I go into that, let me still lay foundation. So if I go to 7 steps, so let me go to those 2 sons. Write it down. Don't sell your sons. Because don't sell your son. So your son represents 4 things. I don't know where to write this one. I know I will not get to these ones today. Let me just clean them. Your sons, don't sell your sons. Your son represents, number 1, your future. Your sons represent your future. Number 2, your sons represent your legacy. Your legacy. Don't sell them. I'm going to show you today. Your son represents your destiny. Your sons represent. Don't sell it. Some of us, because of you need money, you can't go sell. Your son represents your hopes and dreams. Number 4, your hopes and dreams. Your hopes and dreams. So your sons represent your hopes and dreams. Number 2, your legacy. I said, don't sell your sons. Your son represents your future, your legacy, your destiny, your hope and dream. So don't sell them. Your son represents, if I go to 7 steps, let me talk about this issue of our future, because now it happened to Esau. You're in the Bible. Hunger wired him. Hunger was not meant to kill. Drink water, hunger no kill you. The only point that your eyes will be very, very big, and your head will be very, very big. That's only wahala with hunger. Hunger don't kill. Hunger will make you, the kwashel cord. It will make your body small, your head will be very big. That's the only thing with hunger. So, but it's supposed to kill you. So if you don't understand, you go and say your son and tell me that, it's not my fault, it's your fault. It's called delayed gratification. What else is called? Delayed gratification. I think we need to write this one and know if I go to the 7 steps, because I'm laying all these foundations. So when I start building on it, you cannot put a foundation for a 3-story building, and as you started building, and you said, I think I need to go 20-story building. Okay, I tell you, if you pass 3-7, you are just building a coffin, because it will collapse. So the same thing, that when you want to build something big, you have to lay a lot of foundation. So my training is more of foundation laying, so the building is not always difficult. So write this down your notes as part of the foundation we laid today. The devil seeks to steal, kill, and destroy your future. The devil seeks to steal, kill, and destroy your future. The devil seeks to steal, kill, and destroy your future. The devil seeks to steal, kill, and destroy your future. Full stop. The devil seeks to steal, kill, and destroy your future. Full stop. He does it by stealing your vision. He does it by stealing your vision. He does it by stealing your vision, killing your dreams, and destroying your faith. You no longer believe that you are a millionaire. You no longer believe that good things can come from you. You no longer believe yourself. The devil seeks to steal, kill, and destroy your future. He does it. That's full stop. He does it by stealing your vision, killing your dreams, and destroying your faith. Full stop. He does it by killing your vision, by stealing your vision, killing your dreams, and destroying your faith. Full stop. So that's how he does it. So how does he write it down? The devil steals your vision that you cannot see a future worth fighting for, sacrificing for, or living for. The devil steals your vision that you cannot see a future. You cannot see a future worth fighting for, sacrificing for, or living for. So you see your future is finished. But then I can make those kind of things. I don't have hope again. You have hope. The devil steals your vision, but that you can no longer see a future worth fighting for, sacrificing for, and living for. You can no longer pay yourself 10% to buy yourself for a better future. So the devil steals your vision that you can no longer see. You cannot see a future worth fighting for, sacrificing for, or living for. Full stop. So some people can write it down. Some people cannot see a way forward, or the light at the end of the tunnel, but darkness everywhere. Some people cannot see a way forward. They cannot see a way. I tell you, you also say yourself and forget about it. Often hungry, they wire me now. Often I'm owing people. Often they're on me. They want to carry my 2 sons. Like the woman, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you this morning. Once an entrepreneur, okay, you face challenges as an entrepreneur. Let people go and get a job, but you don't have to quit. Life was not meant to be easy. You were meant to be stronger. Tell your neighbor, life was not meant to be easy. You were meant to be stronger. No, tell me, I was meant to be stronger. You have to be strong emotionally, financially, economically. You are strong. Tell me, I am strong. A child that is afraid to fall will never walk. So don't be afraid to fall. Your legs were meant for you to stand on it. So we must encourage you to stand on your legs. So the devil steals your vision that you can no longer see a future that you worth fighting for. So what sacrificing for, what living for. Some people cannot see a way forward or the light at the end of the tunnel, but darkness everywhere. They cannot see a way forward. They cannot see a light again at the end of the tower. At the end of the tunnel. They see darkness everywhere. So selling your future is a clear formula for death. So don't sell your future. Don't sell your vision. Don't sell your legacy. Don't sell your destiny. How do you sell? Look at the woman now. Her own was worse. You will tell me your own is. Her own that the debtors came to carry her 2 sons. Because those days, it's being clarified that those days the women were practically depending on their male to survive. Either their father, their husband, their children, their neighbors. No, but a male child was one farming, going to wars and all of that. So her economy was supposed to be taken away from her. 2 economy, 2-1. That she will no longer be, of course, they will take them to go and work for them. Imagine that. So we are on earth. Write this down on your note before we go to the 7 steps. We are on earth for a purpose to serve a purpose. Write it down. We are on earth for a purpose to serve a purpose. We are here on earth to serve a purpose. For a purpose to serve a purpose. We are here on earth for a purpose and to serve a purpose. So we are here on earth for a purpose and to serve a purpose. Full stop. We are not accidental or incidental, but intentional. We are not accidental. We are not accidental or incidental, but intentional, meaningful, purposeful, strategically here to express infinite intelligence. Sorry. We are not accidental. We are not accidental or incidental, but intentionally, meaningful, purposeful, strategically to express God's infinite intelligence. So we are not accidental or incidental, but intentionally, meaningful, purposeful, and strategically to express God's infinite intelligence. So my English plenty, sorry man. I will just come one more time. We are not accidental or incidental, but intentional, meaningful, purposeful, and strategically to express God's infinite intelligence. So God is smart, and part of him is me, part of him is you. We are sent here by divine plan to improve the value of earth, to leave the world a better place. So if you stop believing that you are on earth to realize destiny and fulfill a purpose, then you have successfully sell your sons of your future legacy, hope, and dreams. So if you stop belief that you are here for a purpose, that means you've started selling your sons. So before I go to step 1, let's do, because step 1 is looking inward. Let me just lay the final foundation before we build on top of it, which is from pit to pinnacle. Write it down, from pit to pinnacle. Before I start from step 1, this is step 1. We are going there very soon. Step 1 is looking inward. But let's do this from pit to pinnacle. That will help us a lot. No way, I'll just give about a few statements so that we can go to where we are going to today. We are actually going forward because I want to help you discover the giftings embedded in you, develop them, and deploy. Tell not discover. Tell not developed. Tell not deploy. Because some of you are looking for a handout. You are looking for someone to help you with money. It happened with Peter in the beautiful gate. They're looking for money. But Peter helped him up. It's a stand up. So some of you don't like that woman. That woman was asking Elisha that, see, my servant, the servant of God, your own servant served you. The man don't die. So they come, debtors come carry my 2 sons. So I beg you. She was actually asking for Elisha to give her money to help her out. So that is why sometimes people are asking for alms, money. They are not first and foremost to give them money. That's why I like the leadership secret of Elisha than Elijah. Because if it was Elijah would just smile and say, if I be a man of God, by tomorrow this time, your debtors will die by fire. That's the problem. That woman has not learned anything. The woman will never learn anything because the woman wake up tomorrow, the debtors will die or forget like that. If I be a man of God by tomorrow, your debtors will cancel. So your debtor can tell you, I beg you, I no under you, I sleep for night. Which is and which follow me, angel follow me. Madam, no pay money again. But that woman has not learned anything. But Elisha actually put her through a process, process of 7 steps that she understood how to go and borrow. She know a vessel, she has some relationships, she know how to sell, transaction. That's what we are teaching you. You want an instant gratification, but no, most of the time, instant gratification is not solving the problem because you've not learned anything. So we must subject you to a process so that you can actually come out stronger and better. That even if things are not going the way things are supposed to go, anytime, any day, you are a solution already. Tell them, I'm a solution. From pit to pinnacle. From pit to pinnacle. Outline number 3. Write it down on your note. A financial turnaround. A financial turnaround in 7 steps. A financial turnaround in 7 steps. Oh, I made a mistake there. Sorry, that's not supposed to come when you're looking inward, but leave it there like that. Don't worry, just leave it there like that. I'll just give you statements. So we'll go to the 7 steps. Okay, write this down. The full stop, just drop it there. I will come back to that one. I suppose I've read it before after this one, but fine and good. Write that although she was technically asking the prophet Elijah for a handout, although she was technically asking prophet Elijah for handout, so she was technically asking Elisha, the prophet, for a handout. The prophet gave her a hand up. The prophet gave her a hand up. She was technically asking the prophet Elisha for hand out. The prophet gave her a hand up. Full stop. Write this down on your notes. A hand out will feed you for a day. A hand up will feed you for a lifetime. She was technically asking Elijah for a hand out, and the prophet gave her a hand up. Full stop. A hand out will feed you for a day. A hand up will feed you for a lifetime. A hand out will feed you for a day. A hand up will feed you for a lifetime. You know, it's just like teaching a man how to fish or giving him a fish. So I tell you, some people don't like you to teach them how to fish because it's going to cost some time. They don't like it to give them the boat and the net. They don't like it. They just want the fish. But if you give them the fish, you feed them for a day. If you actually teach them, it's going to take some time. Give them the boat and the net. You feed them for a lifetime. Because anytime they want fishes, they know how to go and get it. So she was asking Elijah for hand out. Elisha gave her a hand up. A hand out will feed you for a day. A hand up will feed you for a lifetime. So the lame man in the beautiful gate asked the prophet for a hand out, but they gave him a hand up. Write it down on your note. Stop asking God for hand out. Instead, hold the hand that pulled you up. Stop asking God for hand out. Instead, hold the hand that pulling you up. Stop asking God for a hand out. A hand out will just solve a problem for today, but the hand out will always solve a problem forever, for life for you. So stop asking God for a hand out. Instead, hold the hand that is pulling you up through training and teaching. So hand up always comes from a process. Hand up comes from a process. So you want to make the transition from being economic independent to stand on your own feet as an independent person. So you have to move to hang, or you have to move from to be able to stand on your legs. You have to appreciate the hand up. So financial breakthrough comes when you value wealth, education, trainings more than instant gratification, or buying new shoes, new clothes, meal in a fast food restaurant, but you actually want to get a hand up. So on today's class, this is where we are going to, which is outline number 4, looking inward. That is the first step. Looking inward, first step out of the 7 steps. Look inward. Because if you don't look inward, you will never know that you have something that can change your life. Okay, I would like us to write this down. Very, very important. Very, very important. God has planted the seed and the key inside of you to your economic redemption. God has planted the seed that is looking inward. God has planted the seed and key inside of you to your economic redemption. So what to make me a multi-millionaire is already inside of me. What to make you a multi-millionaire is already inside of you. Everybody that become multi-millionaire become millionaire because they discover something in them and they work on them. I can mention all the names. Everybody, they were not successful because of external factors. They were actually successful and wealthy because of the internal factors. We call them, of course, we call them determining factors. So God has planted the seed of greatness and the key to your abundance inside of you, to your economic redemption. If you are with me, shall I? Write it boldly on your note. Stop looking outside and start looking inside. Stop looking outside. Start looking inside. Stop looking outside for your help. Look inside for your help. Stop looking outside, seriously. Stop looking for someone to come. Stop looking for Fabio, Tinibu. Stop looking outside. Start looking inside. You will discover something. Stop looking outside. Start looking inside. So there's a need for us to conduct internal audit and assessment of what we already have from God. There's a need for us to conduct this assessment and internal audit from what we have from God. Write it down your note under looking inward. We are still on the first step. Something you already have from God is the key to everything else God has promised you. Full stop. Something you already have from God. Something you already have from God is the key to everything else God has promised you. Something you already have from God. Something you already have from God is the key. Is the key to everything else God has promised you. Something you already have from God. Something that God has given to you is a key to everything else God has promised you. Keys don't look like the doors they open. So it might not look like seeds. Don't look like the kind of harvest they produce. If I tell you that mango seed will just pass through a process of some time and give you many fruits, say, hey, this small seed will show up. Or just give it time. You have not given it time yet. You've not watered it. You've not planted it yet. You've not given it time. Seed don't look like the harvest they produce. Keys don't look like the door they open. The key to open this big door, as you see, is very small something. The key, that thing you have, is always something you already have from God, is the key to everything else God has promised you. If you are with me, shall I? So I say stop looking outside for answers, start looking inside for answers. So I know Elisha asked the woman, what shall I do for you? Is what do you have in your house? The woman said nothing. Tell her nothing except this pot of jar of oil. That will lead me to number 2. The step 2, recognizing the seed potential. That is step 2, recognizing the seed potential. So you want to move from pinnacle, pit of poverty to pinnacle of prosperity. You must know that I have something in me that is the key to all I need. So once you do that, the next thing is to recognize those things. The next thing is to recognize those things, because if you don't recognize those things, you cannot package anything. See, you might be thinking that, I don't have anything. Okay, you have a story. You have a story that someone else is looking for. So if I don't have anything, okay, you have a pattern. That thing that always happens to you every season of the year, and you have overcome it already. I don't have it to offer. Okay, you have a knowledge, you have skill. You can do something, yes, but you have not packaged it. You are still a commodity. You are still bokosio. You are still bend down select. That is the thing. But if you stay around us long enough, we help you package your ideas. Instead of packaging. You are not talking to me. What makes anything have a premium value is because of packaging and branding. Nothing has a premium value without packaging and branding. Coke is a branded mineral. Yes or yes? Yes. Mercedes is a branded company. Yes or yes? Yes. Toyota, name it. Any company is a Dangote, they're all branded. So why you are not going premium is that you're not added branding. You've not added branding to you're not giving much value to your ideas. But what if we show you how to package that thing you call nothing? You can sell it for premium price. One of my books is on Amazon. I started Nothing Global. And all of it are readable. You know that all I wrote in that book was just the story how I grew up, how I was selling water leaves in the village, going to weed the farm. These are all the stories I said. People, the same story that all of us have growing up, very difficult one. But I just had to write my own down. It took me hours to write it down. But that books have given me so many thousands of dollars. And you guys are telling me I don't have it to offer. I have something to offer this generation. And guess what? I read my books. The white people read my books because they don't know about this thing I'm talking about. Going to the farm, they don't know all those stories. They don't know Uradenbat, they don't know it. So maybe I need to put it in. What's Uradenbat, They don't know Urade, they don't know Urabu. When I begin to put those things, I wonder, oh, really? Imagine white man reading how I saw what I live. Oh, you really suffered. Oh. And I'm making money. Then I'm making money. I just package my suffering and my journey on life. I package it in front of a book. And I'm selling it online. And you're telling me you don't have a story, okay? Somebody have cheated on you before. Yes or yes? Write it down. Someone read it. If you don't know, somebody have disappointed you before. Yes or yes? Somebody broke your heart. Yes or yes? And write it now. How you fell in love, and someone broke your heart. and you write it down. How I recover from a broken heart. People are going to read it. You will make money. You are not informed. You know the business that did not work the way you plan. Yes or yes? Write it down. Business did not work the way I planned. Write it down. People will buy it. It will shock you. They will drag your product everywhere online. But the fact that you are not packaging it, nobody told you that your story. You have been wearing one shoe from January till now. Yes or yes? Why not write it down? I wear one shoe for 8 months. I can wear your shoe for 10 months. You have been wearing Okrika for the past 2 years. Okay, write it down. How you can survive with Okrika? Now you think you know how to cook a goosey soup, how to cook the best goosey soup in town. Write it down. Nobody told you to package your life. It's not packaging. So the key to what God has promised you is already, of course, the key, something that you already have from God is the key to what everything else God has promised you. So let's go to the second outline, which is recognizing the seed potential. Let me check my time. This is what I'm talking like this. 3 minutes more. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. So I don't think I can continue here. Tomorrow we'll continue, because don't worry, it's a short topic. Don't worry. Let me not give you too much information overload. At least today, you have to look inward. And look inward. You have challenges, you have things you overcome, you have breakthroughs. See, a lot of people that thing you are just coming out from, somebody about to enter. See, right there, how you wanted to escape it, it can become a bridge to someone else. They will buy your product. It's not just about books. Do you know, if you made 10,000 last week, writing it, how I made 10,000 last week, people will actually buy your ideas. I'm telling nothing but the truth. See, there is money everywhere. The only problem we have is that people don't want to sit down and looking for outside things as a reason for their struggle. No, if you look inward and bring out the things you already have inside of you, okay, the more you look inward, the better you become. The more you look inward, the more you discover and recognize. Then recognize. Sincerely, if I was a jar of oil that woman refused to recognize, I for the provoke. So now me now, one will give you abundance. You never see me as something in this house. It's not only you. David did not provoke. David did not get angry. On the day of coronation of David, David was forgotten. Yes or yes? They asked Jesse, bring your son. He bring. He said, don't finish. He said, you sure say he finish? He said, you don't finish. Oh, guy, you really sure say he finish? Hey! One day for Bush, they take out of the family sheep. Now they take out the family economy, but they forget it. Me are you for the vex. So, because you need to be told, educated on how to package your life and make the money in it. Over the weekend, I saw a woman that had a broken home, but people were celebrating her. I just opened my face, just saw it. Because I said, who are they celebrating like this? Because I saw it too. Is this woman they call Yellow Duchess wife? Man, Yellow. So I was talking in Abuja, Lagos. Crowd, women everywhere crying, you know. I say, this one way just get more marital point. People they celebrate them because some people they will get the rapper cover themselves. Oh, don't finish. But she come out, they tell a story. Tell a story. How I survived a broken marriage. People are gathering, paying money. Yeah, you're telling me. How I survived a broken marriage. You're telling me men are cheating on me. Men are this, women are this. Okay? Everybody is managing somebody. As we are managing Tinubu, manage somebody. They not manage. We are afraid bro. Are you not chopping Tinubu in this man? Is it not enough? You never die. None of us will die in Jesus' name. This Tinubu 8 years, we must face it together. Turn not together. Nobody's living. Nobody's living this Nigeria. We are all here together. This will do. This T-pain, what they call, I see for online everywhere. We must face them together. Okay. I see them everywhere. I don't know what it means yet. I will go and find out what it means. Or you guys will tell me later. What am I trying to say? Wherever you are is not the end of the journey. Wherever you are now, what's your life? Challenges, problems, headache is meant to be temporary. It's not temporary. It's not permanent. It's not permanent. No problem is permanent. Now you see, like that. See, the problem just will not come to kill you. Anything happen to you, just hold on. Tell them, hold on. Move small. Tell them, small. That time you're not going to go everywhere again. Just hide, take cover, you're not going to die. After they pursue Joseph, David, pursue him. The guy go hide. Now the guy will pursue him, can't sleep. The guy go cut his skate, come and say, bro, see I'm here. If now you don't kill me, but see your own here. When you sleep, see your skate, check him, let me cut him, let me arrange him. What I'm trying to say in all these things that when you enter the journey of entrepreneurship, you want to become an investor, you want to become an entrepreneur, Okay, you're going to pass through rough road, you're going to pass through challenges, but don't quit. Never you quit on yourself, never you quit on your ideas, never you quit on your vision, never you quit on your destiny, never you quit on those things, those your dreams. Okay, just hold on. Tell them, hold on. Just hold on. It is a light at the return. You know, when the darkest dark come, day is about to break. Yes or yes? Of course, darkness may light for a night, but joy, light must come in the morning. Yes or yes? So that's the best we can take today. For God to your pinnacle, from pit to the pinnacle, there's a process you need to pass through. I'm going to give you 7 steps. Number 1, look inward. Number 2, recognize. Say, recognize that you have a seed of greatness. Tell your neighbor, I have a seed of greatness in me. Some of you are not saying that with confidence. That was speaking for the church. Tell your neighbor, I have a seed of greatness in me. So you are a success. Tell them, I'm a success. Tell them, I'm a millionaire. Anybody that tells you that you're not a millionaire is lying to you. Tell him that I said that he's lying to you. That you're a millionaire. That's what I said. Okay. So right now, that is the best we can take for today. So the online community, don't get involved in a business without a mentor. You know why? Mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. He that stands on the shoulder of mentor will see far. See you at the top. See you tomorrow as we complete this class tomorrow. God bless you and bye-bye for now. For the rest of us looking at me here, we are not closing yet. I have another class for those that are meeting me today.